What's up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's DripGodDero, and I'm back at you guys with another banger. So in today's video, we will be talking about my thoughts on the Milwaukee Bucks so far. Now, this was actually a subscriber request, and I do want to shout out that subscriber. Shout out to the Welsh William. Man, shout out to you. You wanted this video, so here I am to deliver it. And if you are a subscriber or someone who watches the channel, hey, get in the comments and request what you want to see, and I will deliver it to you, because without you guys, there would be no DripGodDero. You guys are the engine that moved this train. So, without further ado, let's switch over and let's get right into this video. Alright, so we are switched over, and to start off this video, I do want to just start off by going on Basketball Reference, because Basketball Reference, for the most part, it gives you a better understanding of what the team is good at and also what it struggles with. Now, I will scroll down and I'll go through these stats, and then I'll give my personal opinions on my thoughts on the Milwaukee Bucks. So let's go through these stats, man. As you guys know, they did just play Portland last night, and they actually took an L, man. This was Dame's first game back in Portland, and unfortunately he couldn't come out with the dub, so that definitely sucks. But let's get to it, man. As we can see, their coach is Adrian Griffin, but not anymore. As we know, Doc Rivers is now the new coach of this team, so that should definitely be interesting. But for points per game, it looks like they are second in the league, so they definitely score a lot of points. For their offensive rating, it looks like they are third in the league, so they have a great offense. Now, when it comes to opponents' points per game, they are 24th out of 30, so that does mean that they do allow their opponents to score a lot of points. Also, when it comes to defensive rating, they are 19th out of 30, so they're in the middle of the pack, slightly below the middle to be more exact. And I would say that this right here is a telltale sign of my thoughts on this team. Now, we'll scroll down and we'll take a look at some of, the players and things of that nature. Then I'll just give my thoughts on the strengths, the weaknesses, and just all of that good stuff. So let's take a look at the player that they traded for, Damian Lillard. So ironically, Damian Lillard hasn't been having that great of a year. Now, as you can see, if you just looking on the outside looking in, you'll say, yeah, he definitely struggling. And I agree, man. 42% from the field, 34% from three on damn near 9 attempts per game. And when it comes to his free throw percentage, that's the only good look, to be honest. That's the only good look. Now, he is also averaging 6.8 assists, which is pretty good, and rebounds, 4 rebounds. That's decent as well, but it's on 2.5 assists. Now, when it comes to Damian Lillard, what I think? Do I think it's just that he is, adjusting to the team? That could be the case. Could it be his age? As we know, he is 33. He's literally the third oldest player on the team, because we got Brook Lopez at 35, and we also got Robin Lopez at 35. So he's literally tied for the second oldest player on the team with my boy Jay Crowder, as we can see. So I don't know. Could it be just him trying to mesh with this team, or could it be that he's, hitting that point in his career where he's getting old and he's slowing down? Me personally, I think it's the previous one. And the reason I say it's the previous one, because did y'all see that dunk he hit last night? He still got them hops. He still got that athleticism. I really think it's just that, he's trying to mesh with this team. And, you got to think about it. For the most part, most of his career, all of the teams were catered to his needs. All of the teams he was the focal point on pretty much every team he's been on. But it's not the same now. He's on a team with Giannis, and Giannis is that focal point. Giannis is that player who was a previous MVP. So with that being said, I do think that that's the reason why he has been struggling so much. Also, let's keep it real, man. They done went through one coach already. So with them going through a coach already, you know, that will take more time for a player to adjust to a team, because every coach has different, you know, game plans and different schemes that they write up, different plays. So of course that would slow a player like Damian Lillard down as well. So I'll say that I think that that's really the reason for him having a poor season so far. Just, you know, all the changes with the coaching and him being on a new team where he isn't the main focal point. But with that being said, let's move on to the other players. Giannis, man. Giannis, he has been having a solid season, 60% from the field, which is great. Now, his three-point percentage is 25%. We all know he's not that great of a shooter, so you can't really hold that against him too much, to be honest. Free throw attempts, 11.2, which is amazing. Amazing. He's definitely getting to that line. You know, free throw percent, 66%. Once again, we know he's not that great of a shooter, so I'm not going to hold that against him. And 31 pretty much points per game, and also 11.6 rebounds, 6 assists. So he's definitely having a great season, and hey, he hitting his prime. He's 29 years old, so he definitely hitting his prime. Let's keep it moving. Everybody else, you know, they've been having pretty efficient seasons. If you really look at it, you know, Brook Lopez at 49% from the field, almost 50, 34, pretty much 35% from three. That's pretty good. Rebounds 5.5. You like to see that be higher, but he was averaging 2.8 blocks. So hey, can you really knock him? He's still playing great. You know, Malik Beasley, let's talk about him. You know, 47% from the field, 44% from 3 on 6 attempts, amazing. Free throw percentage, you like that to be up. And other than that, you know, rebounds 4, that's decent for him. And yeah, a player that I will say I would like to see a little more out of is Chris Middleton. You expect Chris Middleton to be the third best player on your team, but as of right now, he is only averaging 15 points per game, which is definitely a low for him. Usually he averages around 20. And when it comes to the efficiency, 49%, that's decent. And 37% from 3, which is also pretty good. So, like I was saying, for the most part, their offense and efficiency for most of their starters is pretty good. But one thing that I do want to note is that when it comes to their bench is kind of hit or miss. Now, the players that I would like to see get more minutes is the younger players, man. I definitely want to see Andre Jackson get more minutes. I feel like he is definitely their best defender, their best wing defender, and he just doesn't get minutes. And just speaking on the defense, I think they really struggle when it comes to, you know, their guard play on defense. And like I was saying, I think I think Andre Jackson, he is their best guard defender, man. You know, Damian Lillard isn't that great of a defender. Pat Connaughton has been struggling defensively. Malik Beasley, he's definitely not known for defense. And I think that's the one weakness in this team. I really think that's the one weakness in this team, man. But hey, just to give my final thoughts on this team, do I think that they are still in title contention? Do I think that they will win, in the NBA Finals? I think they have the potential to do that, but they just need to tighten up their defense. And also, it just depends on how Doc Rivers meshes with his team. As we know, Doc Rivers, he is definitely one of those hit-or-miss coaches. For the past couple of years, he's definitely been missing. He's definitely been, not proven when it comes to those clutch moments that, teams have in the playoffs. And hopefully he doesn't do that with this team. But hey, with that being said, that's my thoughts on the Milwaukee Bucks. I do think that they are still in title contention. I do think that they still can win a title, but it just depends on how well Damian Lillard continues to get accustomed with the team, and also how well Doc Rivers coaches when they actually get into the finals. Can Doc Rivers, clean up their defense, especially when it comes to the guards? I don't know. We're going to have to see. But, hey, if you enjoyed this video, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the motherfucking channel, turn on notifications and all that good stuff, and I'm out. Peace.